Welcome to the Solar SpeedMount installation video, presented by Solar SpeedRack Incorporated. Locate the rafters on the roof and mark their locations. Use the equation mark penetration points, adhering to local jurisdiction setback parameters and regulations. Install third-party flashing, being sure to follow the installation instructions. Then, install the Solar SpeedMount L-foot with proper lag screws. Installers should always practice proper nab set procedures when installing these components. Always start with the lowest rail first and ensure that the leaf springs are facing downward on the roof. To install the rail to the L-foot, use the provided T-bolt kit. Simply insert the T-bolt anywhere along the rail and at the L-foot locations. Then, secure into place using a 1/2-inch socket. Solar SpeedRack recommends using spacer bars for an easier installation. Simply add a 1/2 inch to the panel length, perpendicular to the rails, and cut the bars to length. Install the rails using spacer bars and adjust the L feet if necessary. Once the L feet and rails are squared and in place, fasten the lag screw with the torque wrench following jurisdiction requirements. Using the T-bolt kit, simply install the speed foot between an 8-foot penetration over a rafter in order to comply with the 4-foot dead load requirement. The Solar Speed foot saves you time and does not require additional penetrations. As you can see, you can now penetrate at 8-foot spans, reducing penetrations and flashing costs. Using the pre-assembled splice bar kit, attach the splice bar to the rail, ensuring 2 T-bolts fasten per rail. Do this for each splice location. Now that the rails are square and in place, insert the first panel by sliding it up into the higher rail, pushing against the leaf spring. Once the lower end of the panel clears the lower rail, the leaf spring will aid in pushing the panel into place, practically installing itself. As the panels are being installed, click the panel or inverter cables into the channel for a neat and tidy install. Solar SpeedRack recommends installing panels by column. Once the first column of panels is in place, fasten the tie-down bolts that are over the module. Ensure the tie-down bolts are tightened to 7 foot-pounds of torque. Solar SpeedMount features integrated reusable grounding that functions once the rails are tied down. Install the remaining columns of panels for each corresponding column until the array is fully installed. Column by column is the recommended method of installation, but installers are free to install in the manner of their preference. Rails are fully adjustable from 32 mm to 50+ mm and come fully assembled, raised, and ready to install. To install end caps, use the provided hardware and fasten the end cap to each exposed rail end. This gives the system a clean, finished look while protecting the rails during routine maintenance. Now, the PV module installation is complete and the system must be grounded to the home. Do this install with one UL2703 certified ground lug at one end of each rail. Then, install the ground wire, connecting to each ground lug and to the proper ground location on the home equipment. This concludes the installation of the Solar SpeedMount shared rail mounting system. For more information, please visit us at www.solarspeedrack.com.